Hi there my fellow Commander players, Cosmic Mango here, your favourite mango from outer space. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will dive into some budget mana dorks for Commander. In this video we'll explore affordable options for ramping up your mana in Commander games. For those who may not know, mana dorks are usually 1 or 2 drops that have the ability to produce mana. So whether you're a seasoned player looking to save some cash or a new player trying to build your collection, I've got you covered. Get ready to power up your deck without breaking the bank. Before we start, let's quickly talk about my friends at Paramet Designs. They make amazing playmats with fantastic artwork. Their playmats are made with great care and are incredibly durable. So, if you're looking for a top-notch playmat to up your Commander games, then I've got a great discount code for you, and it's really easy to claim. Simply click the link that pops up now in the right-hand corner of my YouTube video, and it will direct you to a landing page which is offering an exclusive offer on Paramet Design playmats for my YouTube viewers. Simply claim the coupon, add your email, and away you go. You can even find the link in my YouTube description. I also recently made a Patreon, feel free to check it out. The link is in my description below. Okie dokie, without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Let's dive into these cards. Number 1. Elves of Deep Shadow. An elf druid creature that costs 1 green mana to cast. It has 1 power and 1 toughness and says the following. For tap, add 1 black mana to your mana pool. Elves of Deep Shadow deals 1 damage to you. This is an excellent mana dork if you're looking for ways to generate the powerful black mana symbol. It only costs us 1 single green mana to cast, which is very easy and cheap to achieve, making it an efficient mana dork and a fantastic one for Golgari themed decks. We get to tap it for 1 black mana, which can also help fill a black mana gap you may have in the game. The fact we lose 1 life really doesn't matter that much in Commander, as in the Commander format we have 40 life at the beginning, so this card can be used way more freely without having to worry about that small bit of life total loss. You can buy this card for around $1.20. Number 2. Avacyn's Pilgrim. A human monk creature that costs 1 green mana to cast. It has 1 power and 1 toughness and says the following. For tap, add 1 white mana to your mana pool. Very simple, very good, and very similar to the last card we spoke of, Elves of Deep Shadow. However, Avacyn's Pilgrim generates 1 white mana instead of 1 black mana. Furthermore, we don't lose that 1 life each time we tap it, which again, it's not that big of a trade-off. That 1 life is not that bad, honestly. Anyway, this one, you don't lose a life. I'm rambling a lot here. Anyway, being a green spell that can tap for 1 single white mana really helps us. It creates flexibility we need to cast spells of different colours. We all know how frustrating it is when you really need to cast something but you're missing that 1 colour. Avacyn's Pilgrim can help us in this scenario, making it a very solid mana dork indeed. Plus, it's an all-star in any Silencia deck, and you can buy this card for around 45 cents. Number 3. Kiora's Follower. A merfolk creature that costs 1 blue and 1 green mana to cast. It has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. Tap, untap another target permanent. Okay, this is an interesting one. Kiora's Follower is a solid card in the Commander format. You can do a lot of cool things with it. For example, it can be used to combo off with a lot of stuff, as you may get to untap any other target permanent. In fact, you can even untap opponent stuff with this creature, which should lead to some cool political plays if you wish to do that. This can even be a great mana dork as it helps you ramp a little, as you can tap him to untap a land, netting you an extra mana. So you tap your creature and tap target land, and you can again use that mana, that land. An all-around budget beast. You can use this as a mana dork for untapping multicolored lands such as a fetch land, or even untap your command tower, which is nice, netting you any color you may be needing. Let's not forget, it's a merfolk as well, making it fit in a plethora of tribal merfolk decks. You can buy this card for around 50 cents. Number 4. Arbor Elf. An elf druid creature that costs 1 green mana to cast. It has 1 power and 1 toughness and says the following. Tap, untap target forest. I love this card, as I have many fond memories of it in my first ever mono green deck. That's mainly the reason why I love it so much. But it is good, it's very good. It can untap any one of your target forests, and you can even use this to untap dual type lands such as shock lands, as long as they contain the typing of forest. It's a great way to generate multicolored mana because you can use it to untap those lands. For just 1 green mana to cast, you can't really go wrong running this creature. It's also an elf, which means it fits nicely in many elf tribal decks. And you can buy this card for around 50 cents. Number 5. Ornithopter of Paradise. An artifact thopter creature that costs 2 generic mana to cast. It has 0 power and 2 toughness and says the following. Flying. Tap. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay, we're getting to the really good ones now. This is basically the best budget alternative to Birds of Paradise. It even has flying, meaning you can block a variety of threats with it. This creature is superb. It doesn't cost 1 single green mana like Birds of Paradise, but for 2 generic mana instead, which is very easily achieved in Commander. I mean, turn 1, you can cast a Soul Ring, yeah? And then on turn 2, you can use your Soul Ring to lead into this, which would be a lovely early game start. Once this creature is out, we can freely tap it for 1 of any color, which is amazing. You can't really go wrong running this card. It's a budget superstar and fits in so many decks. So many decks. You can buy this card for around 80 cents. Number 6. Quirion Explorer. An elf druid scout creature that costs 1 green and 1 generic mana to cast. It has 1 power and 1 toughness and says the following. Tap. Add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. I really like this creature, and I find it does well in most Commander games. Let's look at the basics here. We're going to be playing the Commander format, and in Commander, 9 out of 10 times, you're usually facing off against 3 opponents, making it a 4-player format in total. Now, having 3 opponents massively increases the amount of different mana pools that can appear throughout your Commander games, making Quirion Explorer a very efficient and versatile mana dork, as it will very likely, most games, be able to tap for any color we will need, as long as an opponent controls it, of course. You can buy this card for around 35 cents, making it very budget friendly. Definitely worth trying out. Number 7. Gemhide Sliver. A sliver creature that costs 1 green and 1 generic mana to cast. It has 1 power and 1 toughness and says the following. All slivers have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Any sliver lovers out there? If so, this card is monstrous and turns your sliver board state into a mana ramp machine. You can rapidly pump out huge amount of spells once you get Gemhide Sliver out alongside its sliver buddies. Let's not forget, his ability counts itself too. So in the worst case scenario, you can use Gemhide Sliver to tap itself for 1 of any color mana you want. Not bad at all. You can buy this card for around 50 cents. Number 8, the final card on my list. Paradise Druid. An elf druid creature that costs 1 green and 1 generic mana to cast. It has 2 power and 1 toughness and says the following. Paradise Druid has hexproof as long as it's untapped. It can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. For tap, add 1 mana of any color. Okay, I adore Paradise Druid. She is fantastic in Commander because she provides a versatile mana ramping option that can help accelerate your mana production early in the game. Additionally, the hexproof ability on Paradise Druid can protect it from target removal spells or abilities, making it a more resilient mana dork compared to other options out there. This can be particularly useful in a multiplayer format, especially a Commander, when opponents are likely to have huge amounts of removal spells to deal with key creatures on the board. Additionally, the added ability to tap for any color of mana can help fix your mana base and allow you to play spells of any color in your deck. Overall, Paradise Druid is a solid mana ramping option that provides protection and flexibility in Commander games. And you can buy this card for a very affordable price of around 35 cents. Alrighty, we have arrived to the end of my list. What did you think of the cards listed in this video? Have you used any of them before? Is there one here you would like to try? Let me know in the comment section below. I love reading your comments and always try my best to answer them all. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, check out the 2 videos that should pop up on the screen right now. Please could you drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to keep updated for more of my future Commander content. Remember to check out Paramet Designs, their playmats are glorious. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.